Hello, welcome to the land of Kakiak. My name is Laurel. Welcome to today's video on closed syllables. Every closed syllable, it has only one vowel followed by one or more consonants, and the vowel is always short. Let's look at some examples, okay? We're gonna start the most basic, kind of like where kids start with spelling, the word am. So we have our vowel here. It is short, am, right? Followed by a consonant. So if the kid looked at this, they would know, you could tell them, the vowel is it going to be long or short? Is it a, is it am or aim, right? It is am. It's a short A with the breve on top. So wait, sometimes I say it breve. I also hear people say breve. And I'm probably, during this series, if I say diacritical marks, like their name's wrong, I'm sorry. It's like you see them, but you hardly ever hear people call them what they are. So I'm just going to do my best, okay? But yeah, there's nothing, I always tell the kids, like, when they're first learning, I try not to give them too much information to confuse them. But if they start making a mistake as they get older and they learn that A has other sounds, they might start accidentally reading, vowels long. I can remind them if it's a closed syllable like this, that it's always going to have a short vowel. Or I also sometimes prompt them. A will say a unless there's usually something making it. There's some other reason for it to say a different sound, like if there was a silent E on the end, or if it was an open syllable. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Let's just keep working on a few one-syllable words where they happen to be closed. So there's am, right? So VC. What about, we see our vowel. We see what comes after it is a consonant. So we know that the vowel must be short. And we would read that sat. So you see these a lot as we call them VC and CVC words, right? Because, right, that's a consonant as well. But we see VC and CVC words a lot. It's where that's how they start reading with those kind of words. These are single syllable words, right? So there's no dividing yet. So let's try another word. What's this? Desk. So here we see the example of, we've got our vowel, right? It's just a short vowel. And it's actually followed by two consonants, right? So this goes back to the definition that a closed syllable ends in one or more consonants. So we have the s, k. We have two separate consonant sounds there. And it's maintaining its short pronunciation. What about a word like fish? So we have our vowel, which is I. It's a short vowel here, I. And then when I have my kids mark this one, right, I count SH as one sound. So I might underline it to show that those are connected. That's one phonogram. That's one consonant sound, sh. But that also follows the closed syllable pattern. Let's try a word that is multi-syllable. I feel like this is a really common word that you see people use for this demonstration is rabbit. Okay, in this case, we're going to want to divide the word. You may do a quick test, like how many syllables is in the word rabbit? People do the clap test, rabbit. You're actually clapping the vowels, right? Rabbit, right? Or you could do the hum test, right? Or you could do the opening your mouth, like test where you put your hand under your chin and say rabbit, and then how many times your chin touches, because every time your mouth opens, you're usually saying a vowel. So we're like, okay, we expect two. I like to kind of have that expectation, like we're expecting there to be two syllables here. Now let's do our formal syllable division and see if that's what we get. So what we want to do is you start by marking your vowels. So I've got a here, there's my vowel, short vowel here, and we have I, another short vowel here. And we know there's 2 vowel sounds. Right away, we've confirmed that there will be 2 syllables because how many vowel sounds corresponds to how many syllables you have. Connect them here. This is where we're going to be working here. Now, label your consonants. Okay, now I'm going to consult my syllable division pattern rules. I'm taking this from my spelling boot camp. But all these same rules are in all my McGuffey spelling programs as well. So I see my V, C, C, V. And I'm being told divide between the 2 middle consonants. So where would I divide? So I divide between these 2 consonants here, right? Okay, now I'm going to read my word syllable by syllable to make sure I've divided it correctly. So I've got rab-bit, rabbit, right? That sounds right? So this is we've got a VC here. This is a closed syllable. But I look over here, here's my vowel. There's actually another, it is also closed off, right? There's a consonant after there. So these are both 2 closed syllables in one word. So closed syllables are nice because they follow, you know, when the vowel is a single short vowel, it's saying its first, the vowel saying its first sound. So that test of reading them, you know, matches nicely. Let's look at a few more words and if we can get a little more practice. Okay, let's try the word cactus. Okay, cactus. We have an a, so those are our vowel sounds, right? We're going to make our little bridge between the 2, and we're going to label the consonants in between. So again, we see another V, C, C, V, which we just saw we would divide between the 2 consonants, giving us cactus. Now, what kind of syllables are these 2 syllables? Well, I've got a vowel, single short vowel, closed off by a consonant. So this is a closed syllable. I've got a single short vowel, closed off by a consonant. So I have another closed syllable. You would also, let's say you hadn't ever seen this word before. If you did this and you got CAC and TUS, you would know, if you didn't already know how to weren't already familiar with the word, you'd be able to see that that's going to be a short A and a short U, just in case it was like a new word to you. Okay, what about this one? Shipwreck. Got a vowel here, right? And here. We're going to connect them. I've got a consonant. WR, right? It's another consonant. So again, I see a V, C, C, V pattern. And I know to divide here. So I see that I've got a closed off vowel, making it short. This is a closed syllable. I've got a vowel. I've got another consonant digraph here, CK, making one sound, right? But it's closing off that vowel, making it short E, eh. So this is also closed. Another shortcut for this is a what? This is a compound word. This just happens to be a compound word that is made with 2 single syllable words that happen to be closed syllables. So a shortcut, whenever you see a compound word, if you recognize ship and wreck, it's just you always divide right between, you know, you can hear that they're single syllable. You know, you just divide between the words. That's a shortcut, but this is the long way to do it. Of course, we see other compound words that are not following, that aren't a closed syllable. Let's try one more word. What about the word continent? Okay, continent. A, E, E. So I've got to figure out how to divide between these two vowels and these two vowels. So I've got C, N, T, N. So here I have a V, C, C, V pattern, so I know to divide between the two consonants. Now I have a V, C, V pattern, and I have to ask myself, this will come up. This is another syllable type, okay? This is this a VCV closed or a VCV open? A VCV closed pattern would tell me the first vowel has a short sound. So if that's the case, right, VCV closed, the vowel has a short sound. If it is a VCV open, the vowel has a long vowel. So I have to ask myself, I'm going to divide between these two vowels now. I have a VCV. Is my vowel short or long? Continent. Yeah, it is actually short. So I know it is a closed syllable. So I would be dividing here. So when you look at a VCV closed, you divide here. If it was a VCV open, you divide here after the first vowel. Now it is time to decide what each syllable type is. I have 3 syllables. I have con, tin, ent, continent. So con, I have a vowel, which is short, closed off by a single consonant in this case. This is giving me a closed syllable, which is what we've been talking about today. Then I have tin with a short vowel closed off by a consonant. That's another closed syllable. And then I have here ent, right? I have got a short vowel closed off by 2 consonant sounds, which is also a closed syllable. Do you guys want to do one more 3-syllable word? Let's do one more. Inhabit. I-N-H-A-B-I-T. Inhabit. Do you want to try to work it? See if you can divide it. Pause the video. And then when you think you have it, come back. I'll work it and see how it went. Okay, push pause. Okay, I'm going to work this for you. Vowel, 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 connect, connect, consonant, 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 V, C, C, V, I cut between the consonants, V, C, V, this is A, so it's short, so I know this is a closed VCB pattern, so I will be cutting here. And I have a vowel closed off by a consonant, just for good measure. We'll go ahead and write it out. Now let's go ahead and say what syllable types we have here. This is a closed syllable, right? There's a short vowel closed off. CVC is a very common pattern that we know is always a closed syllable. Another VC, short I, closed syllable. So there's another 3-syllable word, all closed syllables, all short vowels, single short vowels closed off by 1 or more consonant sounds. Okay, I hope that was helpful for practicing our closed syllable type. And I'll be back for, let's do open next video. Okay, bye.